This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome, and you are listening to your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. Today's 7/17/20, and this is show number 78. So, Nick, options are expiring as planned, and what's the market doing as a result?
Yeah, the market's been pretty quiet once 11:30 hit this morning, so we had a little bit of movement in the first hour, first 90 minutes, but it's like a typical options X today. As we go into expiration, the markets have, basically drifted up a little bit, but it's been really a tight sideways move. So no big moves one way or the other. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Average lower by 57 points, the Nasdaq's up 37. The Russell 2000 is, basically up 0.1%, and then you have the S&P up about 0.3%. So it's a quiet day. Overall,
a quiet day. And what does that mean for Monday here, you think?
Well, Monday, you never know what you're going to get. Lately, we've been getting, big up moves on Monday. But I do think the market in the early part of next week is a little bit vulnerable to the downside, just because we had a pretty good week this week. And again, if we're up into options X, usually you'll pull back afterwards. If you're down into options X, usually you'll get a bounce afterwards. So we'll look for a little bit of a pullback next week early.
So a pullback early in the week, and then we'll see from there.
Yeah, then I think you can recover and start to move back up.
Okay. All right. So everything's pretty flat today. Any points you want to make about the market, the economy, or anything else?
No, I think we nailed the point this week with Options X, how, stocks can be all over the map, and the institutions have a job to do this week, and that job is to pin the stock where none of the retail options traders will get paid. So I think we've pretty much got that point across, and, we did our job this week.
Retail. Yeah, so that's the game, huh?
That is the game, and it goes on every single month. They don't talk about it in the media, but that's okay. We talk about it here, and we keep traders safe, and then next week we get back to some serious trading again.
Hey, I just wanted to get your feedback about weekly options. I know some people play them, especially on the FANG stocks, but really kind of dangerous because you don't have much time. You have to be right, or you're out of the money.
Yeah, I don't play them at all, and I tell all of my membership, don't even do them. They're not worth it, in my opinion. Well, you're going to give yourself 5 days to do something there? I mean, it's hard enough as it is. I don't think the weekly options are beneficial. Now, sometimes you can nail a move, and I guess they can pay you off. They might be good to day trade. If you're a day trading options, that might not be a bad choice to use the weeklies because you don't care about the time so much. You just want to buy the option and the money and play the move that you get during the course of the day. So that may not be bad, but I would not trade weekly options if you're looking for a multi-day move.
Yeah, I kind of felt that. You can get easily faked out from a move, especially if you're getting close to options expiration, right? You think that it's made a chart pattern and it's worth getting into, and then you find out, no, it's not.
Yeah, I always tell everybody, and I've been saying this for 20 years, is that you want to give yourself at least 2 months, 3 months of time. I mean, give yourself, pay a little more money, get that extra time. But again, if you're a day trader and you want to day trade options, weeklies will be fine, but I wouldn't do it for anything longer than that duration.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy them for next to nothing, like $50 for a 100 share option, right?
Every contract is worth 100 shares, so they're definitely going to be a lot cheaper, and maybe that's the allure. But you get what you pay for.
Yeah, so it's worth paying more for time.
I believe so. I mean, I've always been somebody that will pay up a little bit, give myself a little bit of time, because you just never know. I mean, look at, perfect example. We were in the BP option. we were out of the money for a little while there. And as even though the pattern was good, it just wasn't paying us off. Eventually, we made some really good money on it. But, sometimes these things can take a little bit of time to work out. So, you want to be able to withstand the test of time, because after all an option is a contract that expires on a certain date. So give yourself that little bit of extra time, and you'll be more rewarded. And I think that's the smart thing to do.
All right, so no show would be complete without us taking a look at precious metals, at gold and silver, and it appears they've recouped virtually all their losses from yesterday.
I mean, gold and silver have just been relentless to the upside. I mean, I'm almost kicking myself that I'm not in it, but I can't chase them up here, and we'll see if we get a pullback early next week. I think that's very possible. But, even gold miners today, they're up $1.15 on the GDX. That's a 3% move. The GLD today, which is up 0.8%. You have the futures up $11. I mean, silver is up almost 1%. It's just been nonstop on the upside. So great move there. But I'm going to sit back and I'm going to let them pull back before I look to get involved.
Yeah, and they're going to pull back, right?
They're going to pull back.
Certainly.
Everything pulls back. Nothing goes up in a straight line. That's the thing about the markets, is that most of the people will buy them at the peak or will chase them higher, when really you need to just watch the trend, let them pull back into a major support level, and that's where you get involved in them.
So wait for a pullback to a major support level, which I guess with the gold would be right at 1,800. And silver probably right at $19, huh? So once they go
it could be right now. When you look at the gold futures chart, it's actually been going sideways. It hasn't broken out like to new highs or anything here. So that's a good pattern. So, I like when I see that. I just want to see more of it before we, make a new breakout move. But, again, it's always about the chart pattern, and then you look at levels. So, that's the process I look at. What is the pattern telling me? And then where are the support lines sitting? And then, we try to put those two together. And when you do that, you create a very good risk-reward opportunity.
Yeah. So, like your average market observer who isn't necessarily looking at charts would look at them and say, all right, they've had their run. It appears that they're running out of steam. They're not really going any higher. They're kind of just bumping around at this level. And that really isn't enough. So you have to look further than just where they've been here.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, you can't just be a one-trick pony. You have to use those charts. You have to look at what the market's telling you. For instance, if you take a look at a gold chart right now, you'll see that the big resistance point in the past was 1750, and I'm talking about gold futures. And if, once we got above 1750, we were able to get to 1800 and even, go as high on gold futures, I believe, to around 1829. So now if you pull back to 1750, 1740, that's where the support lies for a potential long side play.
Yeah. And then it'll just kind of languish at that spot. And then the buy signal comes out, huh? That's
kind of how it works. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it at that. It is a summer Friday, and the market's kind of languid, if you will, kind of drowsy, waiting to take the weekend off. Do find it a little noteworthy on gold that it's closing out the week with a pretty good gain, both gold and silver, and that could mean good news for next week, or perhaps you've nailed it once again, Nick, and we're going to see a pullback.
Well, I think we're overdue now for a little bit of a pullback in the metals, and I'd like to see it. I think that can occur probably around Tuesday, so let's see if we get that. And then we go on the hunt and look for a pattern to get in.
All right. I like it, and I'll be looking forward to next week. You have a good weekend. Any questions or comments, please email us, kl@kerrylutz.com. Don't forget, take a look at Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. Shows you his trading record going way, way back, and a lot of other useful trading insights that will really help you in your trading endeavors. And the Twitter feeds at ITMS. Sorry about that. That Siri went off. At ITMS, at Nick Santiago 01, at Kerry Lutz. Nick, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you on Monday.
Thank you.
This concludes another episode of Daily Market Wisdom with Master Trader Nick Santiago. For more information, go to inthemoneystocks.com and see Nick's full trading record, or check out the Twitter feeds at ITMS and at Nick Santiago 01.